Hi, I'm Lori Young, and I'm known as the Seattle Shotgun, and I'm also a matchmaker at Sayut Sinai. And I'm here today with my special friend, Aleeza Ben Shalom, who is my mentor for matchmaking and coaching. And I come to Aleeza with the hard questions. And today it's not the hardest question, but I wanted to pick her brain and share her wisdom with today's topic, which is, Aleeza, what is the difference? I know you wrote a book on virtual dating, and it's called Virtual Dating.
Yes.
Okay. So the book's called Virtual Dating. You can get it on Amazon. And what is the difference between a first date in person and a first date by Zoom or video? Can you share that with us? And then I want to go on to what to expect from the first 3 dates. Okay.
Okay, got it. So a first date in person, people are looking for that energy that exists between them. So there's conversation that's happening, there's mannerisms, there's how we speak to, if we're in a restaurant, how we speak to the other people that are around us. If somebody's opening a door, right? You're noticing all of these things that are happening. There's a lot of nonverbal communication that's happening in addition to the verbal communication. And people are they're watching you. You know, if you've ever done people watching, they're watching you, but like from really up close. In terms of virtual dating, you're not getting much. I mean, look, you're getting, somewhere from, a bobblehead to like midway up. You don't see much else. Maybe you see a little bit of the things behind them. So for example, with Lori's background, so you're looking at all the details that are there. You could see, is her room neat or messy or organized, or is stuff all over the place? There's a door that's behind her. Do people spontaneously just walk in the middle of the Zoom call, and is she being interrupted? Or, did she lock the door, and was she sure that this was a private conversation between the two of you? So there's all these other nuances that are happening on a virtual date. Also, people tend to not have the camera level at eye level. So they will sometimes have a camera level like this, that's way too high, or like this, that's looking up their nose, which is totally not what you want. People also have horrible lighting. So let's say my normal room lighting might look like this. Now you could see me, but can you really see me, right? Or I might have a certain light that's in a certain way. Now I moved it and I'm like, oh, that's not the exact way that it should be, right? Or are there, major shadows? So who somebody is starts to come through. Do they notice all these little things? Are they in touch with that? Do they, oh, sorry, excuse me, I have to go do something, and they get up, or, like, oh, I have to go get a glass of water, or get a glass of water before you get on a call. You're on a Zoom call. You knew you were going to be on a call, right? Are you prepared for those things? So there's less about the nonverbal communication and that moment of being in person. When you're on video, there's just more of how aware is somebody of another person? How aware are they of themselves and how they, appear and what they bring to the table? Sometimes when I do a session with a client, we will have them, if it's during the day, sit in front of an open window, right? I had one client, his back was to the window, his face was dark, and the light around him, it was the opposite, dark face, light background. I said, I really can't see you. I said, can you turn the other way? He turns the other way. I went, whoa. Oh, there's your face. Oh, it's so nice to see you. And then he was there. He goes, but it's not good for my desk. It's not good for my computer. I was like, go get some books, go figure it out. I'll wait. For a good date, you have to actually have everything set up and looking decent.
Oh, but on the first date, does the content of the date, the questions, is it different in person than on Zoom? The first date.
Not so much to me. I think on a first date, we want to get to know you. We can deal with, there's 3 categories: past, present, future. Past, who I was, great. You could talk about that. Nothing crazy deep, no skeletons in the closet, just generic things that are positive, upbeat, in a good light, building connection. Present, who I am, what I'm doing, great. All good topics. Again, positive, upbeat, warm, engaging, connective. If you've got sad stories or depressing stories or, traumas, not on a first date. Future, not so much. I don't need to know about all your hopes and dreams of what kind of family you want to have and all of this. I don't even know if I like you as a human. I don't need to know your mysterious, mystical, magical future. I don't even know if I like your present. So I love for people to stay more focused in the past and the present, because that's something that already exists. Your future hopes and dreams are things I want to talk about on a later date.
Okay. Then what happens on the second and third dates in general?
Yeah. So second and third dates, I like it when people get inquisitive, get curious, they ask questions, they want to know something about somebody, they want to learn about them. We can start to dig a little bit into the future of what somebody wants, what their dreams, what their aspirations are, what their, drives and passions are, depending on how, just different circles that everybody's in. So depending on how, religious or secular somebody is, you might take a deeper dive into conversation because you want to get things moving more quickly. Or if you're not looking to move the relationship forward as quickly, you're looking to have a good time. Do I enjoy this person's company? Could I see myself talking to them? Do I want to see them again? So it just depends on where you are on the spectrum and how deep of a dive you want to go.
And then when would you say people share baggage? What date number?
Once I know that I like you, you like me, we're kind of exclusive, we're going to the next level, then I would start to share baggage. If we're not going to the next level, your baggage is irrelevant and my baggage is too heavy. We're not going to talk about it.
Okay.
But once we're kind of, there's something good here and we both agree there's something good here and I can trust you and this is a safe relationship where we both want to continue, then it's worthwhile to dig into those topics.
So after they have emotional connection, at least they get to 3 dates, 4 dates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what about divorce? When should people talk about their exes, why they got divorced, what they learned from divorce? When would you say that happens? Because I know a lot of people get that question on the first date. And is that fair?
I don't love it.
Material.
I don't love it because it's irrelevant to who the two of you are today sitting across from each other. I want to know that there's a good connection, a good chemistry between the two of you. There's mutual interest and there's something that's happening there. You want to know my personal life story? Great. After I know I like you and you like me and we're going to take things to the next level, I'm happy to open up and to share more. But if you share that on every first date, how many people would know your personal story? It's not really appropriate.
Right.
Think about it that way.
Beautiful advice. Okay, Aleeza, please tell everybody what you do in the world so that if they want to get in contact with you and have your advice, like I love to have your advice, how would they get a hold of you?
So you can find me at marriagemindedmentor.com, and we offer coaching, matchmaking, programs. If you're dating somebody and you're like, oh, I don't know if this is my person, we've got soulmate clarity for you. If you dated somebody and you got out of a bad relationship and you're like, oh man, I just need to detox, we've got a dating detox. Whatever it is that you're looking for, we probably have it. And if we don't, we'll make it.
That's Aleeza. Okay, Aleeza, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with all of us. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lori.